Good morning, YouTube. Dave in Kentucky here for another shave. Got some nice things to try today. First of all, let me show you. Um, this was probably I'm assuming a gift to an individual uh, at uh, at Commercial Motor Freight Incorporated. It says "Safe Driver, 1953 Gillette," and this is a Gillette President. This was sent to me by Frank, also known as on the forums as Dragon's Beard of Ethos Grooming. This set is just an amazing step back in time. Um, that's the instructions, still wrap blades, the little indicator to lift this card to find the blades below it. Even the razor itself still was inside has the sleeve on it, but just everything's immaculate. So we're going to set that aside very carefully. Right there. I'm expecting an amazing shave from it because here's my Aristocrat, and I don't remember what year it is, but these babies are identical. So much like the Sheraton, and the only thing I see different is the top here. All the spacing, the knurling is the same, except it's the same knurling here is on this little area and this area, whereas this is more of a smooth one rather than having that follow the same pattern. But the blade gaps, everything, same razor basically. And Gillette would do that at times. They'll have a gold version and then a nickel-plated version. The President is much, much more rare than the Aristocrat in this area, or in these razors. Another example of that is the Senator and the Sheraton, which are identical razors except for the finish. But we're going to use that and go ahead and open it up. And I'm going to put a brand new Wizamet that I've already pulled out of the tuck, out of the sleeve. I want a brand new blade in this baby because of the soap. I'm sure you saw in the thumbnail the soap we're going to be using. The box is already just disintegrating, so I took it out already, and it needs some more tape and stuff if I want to, but I don't know if it's, yeah, I'll probably tape it up and put it in display or something. Anyway, there is the shave cream we're going to use. I'll give you a look at what it looks like inside. Starting to look a little gritty, but it still has moisture in it. I'm going to give it a shot. So, the brush I'm using today, we don't need a brush. It's brushless shave cream, and there's no lather either. We're going to top things off with something else vintage, kind of a vetiver scent on this Aqua Velva. So, this you'll notice is from the Burma Vita company. They were up in Wisconsin, or excuse me, Minnesota, Minneapolis, Minnesota. And they made liniment in 1925. They wanted to have a item to sell that had a broader range of acceptance and sales, obviously, and so they started making this. So in looking at jars and stuff, I found I'm dating this somewhere in the late 20s, early 30s, because somewhere in the 30s, late 30s, they started producing these in a cream instead of the glass jar. So the instructions on it: wash face thoroughly. I just put it there in case you want to pause that and read it. Wash face thoroughly. I can't talk now. A little coffee, please. I don't want this to be a long video, but it's going to take a bit to use this probably. Wash face thoroughly with soap and water. We're just going to wet our face. Leave the beard moist. Spread on Burma shave with fingers. After spreading, pat, don't rub. Allow a minute for Burma shave to set, and then shave. So, let's see how this goes. Let me get the face wet. Alrighty. So it's spreading on a little easier than I thought it would. I'm not going real thick with it. I think an ad I saw, it was pretty thick on the person. But I was thinking, man, you can get like 2 shaves out of a jar. Of course, maybe it was priced at a point that you could do that. I don't know. All right, that spread on easier than I thought. Said to pat it. All right, let me get that off my fingers. Once you get some waste going down there. And we'll give it a second set, as they said, which in my mind is just going to dry out. Get some of the little crumbs from the box off of the towel here. Well, should be interesting, and this is why I'm wearing my safety shirt from Harford County in Maryland Highways from Fluffy Ken. He also provided me the sign from the road department there, which is a cherished item. I don't get the shirt out often, but we definitely are today. Off in clumps. Now this thing was not dried out in the jar. It may have looked like it, but I'm just letting you know it's not. When I finish the shave, I'll try to remember to kind of show you that it has plenty of moisture. So, but I don't know how close to the consistency it was originally. It is now. Frank's probably cringing as he sees his president go through this. Sorry, Frank. It's just shave cream. Goodness. Considering how clumpy it is, it's rinsing out actually pretty good. Soap, some water. Pass 2. I mean, you can see it's not dried out. But I can see why they went to a tube eventually. Less mess, less waste. And you end up rinsing whatever's left on your hand down the drain. All right. Kind of a silly shave, you might think, but hey, I like experimenting. I use the older vintage razors all the time. I have used some old and vintage soaps. Love my Williams, so I had to give this a try. And I just don't feel the blade on this President. Been a while since I used my Aristocrat, so. But it always gave a very smooth and efficient shave. And obviously I'll have to use this some more with regular soap. It's serviceable, I can say. I am certainly not impressed with it. But, you know, Burma Shave, they were one of the best marketing advertising campaigns in history, really. Let me get some water. As I put some more on here. They were known for the roadside advertisements. They would have a sign stuck on the side of the road in the ground. And then about a mile, it just had a partial part of the slogan. You know, and about a mile down the road, there's another part, and then another mile down the road, another part. You know, and there'd be several of them. And they would end with Burma Shave. Alright, so we're going to go past 3, and let me give that a chance to set just a second, as it says there, after spreading it. I'll give you an example of one of the signs they would have. I Googled to pull them up and saved one. So one was, no matter how you slice it, you go down, you'll see another sign. It's still your face. Go down a little further. Be humane. Go down a little further. Use Burma Shave. So they'd have these little jingles or whatever on these signs, and very well known and effective marketing campaign. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what they would have been competing with at the time. much as I love Williams, I don't really know the history of when it started to be produced, so I'm assuming they were around though. And I'll be honest with you, if it was around then, there's no way I'd touch this stuff compared to Williams. They must have had other soaps because one of their slogans was something about saving your brush for the museum. They're poking fun, I guess, at others. But the slickness is there. Able to get 3 passes in with it. And open this thing up and let it rinse out of there too, the blade. Alright. Let's get my face rinsed. Yeah, I searched YouTube for a video on this stuff before I decided I'd use it. And all I could find were things about the ads or information about the company, stuff along those lines. Some Aqua Velva. This is from back in the 50s, so would have dated 40s to 50s, so this would have been a little older than the cream there. So there you have it. The Gillette President, very much like the Aristocrat, but a beautiful specimen Frank has there. And I understand why it's a really cherished piece. I'm surprised he sent it to me. I'm going to get this another shave or two with some regular soap and send it on to another individual, Mike D-Town Vino, that's going to try it out. There you have it. A shave with the Burma Shave Cream, vintage stuff. No razors were harmed in the use of this product. I'm pretty certain I wasn't harmed or killed anyway. Here, somehow we ended up under 20 minutes too, so we're going to end it there. Thanks for joining me with the shave. Kind of a crazy one. Just wanted to try that out, but really anticlimactic. Not a product I'd seek out, obviously, but great piece of history from shaving. Dave in Kentucky, be kind, be safe out there, and we'll see you on the forum.